Hello everyone, we are Inheritance Wines, located in Albemarle County, Virginia. I want you all to take a second and imagine the finest wine you've ever tasted, grown from the best organic grapes. What kind of words come to mind? Do you see an image like this? Do you hear words like refined, exclusive, classic, sophisticated, privileged? Those all come to mind. But what about something like sustainable? In 2010, Americans consumed over 330 million cases of wine. That's the most in the world. More than France, more than England, more than anywhere else. One of the fastest growing niche markets is sustainable wines. Already very popular on the West Coast, vineyards like Perducci produce world-class wines with a sustainable aspect. But what defines a sustainable vineyard? Most modern vineyards are large-scale operations that utilize lots of fertilizers and pesticides that contaminate the local waterways. What we are doing at Inheritance is biodynamic wines. They use a combination of a balanced ecosystem that prevents erosion, reduces the need for fertilizers and pesticides, while at the same time producing high-quality grapes for you all to enjoy. We are also heightening our profile with the use of solar panels to reduce our carbon footprint and a newly designed label that will make recycling even easier. Inheritance is not just about passing down a legacy of fine wines. It's about preserving and practicing a legacy of responsible agriculture so it can be enjoyed and shared for many generations. A 2011 Deloitte study on consumer demographics found that 95% of Americans would be very excited to purchase green products. Their taste for green products remained consistent even throughout the recession. Catering to the desires of these green consumers is a main focus of our website. Two of the most cited criteria for purchasing a green product were proof of sustainability and ease of use. That's exactly what our website is going to do.
So what I want to do now is talk a little bit about where we're going as a company. As you can see on this map there, where you have the dark red circle, that's Albemarle County and the surrounding areas. And we believe we have a very strong reputation here with the local businesses and the consumers. However, our consumers, we believe they both care about consuming green, they care about the process that goes into their products. What we have found is that California is the main source of sustainable wines right now, and that as consumers should actually care about the environment, the shipping costs just are not sustainable practices. So we want to become the first source of green wines in the Mid-Atlantic region. As you can see on the map there, our main focus right now is to start out, we want to be the #1 wine company in Virginia for sustainable wines. And moving out from there, we've targeted Ohio, West Virginia, Tennessee, North and South Carolina as states which we can target with direct sales, which is something we're going to talk about on our website. The other Mid-Atlantic states that we have marked up there, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, and New Jersey, they have legislation that prevents us from selling directly to them, but we're going to utilize connections with distributors in order to target those markets. And we plan to do that additionally in the direct sale markets as well. Our website, I just want to go over a little bit about what we're going to have there. The first step is going to be about Inheritance Wines. If you look at the winery website, for the most part, they all are going to have an example of the history of the company, which is still very important to us, even though we're taking a modern approach. But more importantly, we want to go through what it means to be a sustainable vineyard. And we want that on our website so we can educate our consumers. We're going to move into directions to our wineries so that we can help people find us for wine tastings. And after that, we're going to switch over to products and direct sales, which again is a very important part of our plan moving forward, that for the states that we can target, we want to be able to have consumers come directly to us for our products. We're going to have also social media links and a blog, and so that people can connect with us through those reads.
And so now I'll talk about how we're actually going to get on the web. How we're going to get on Google, Yahoo, Bing, and all the major search engines. And it starts with SEO. And with SEO, it's not just about being on the top. It's about getting the clicks and getting the sales. We have to establish our presence. We have to drive all the relevant traffic to us. and then convert those traffic, clicks, hits into customers. And even though it sounds like a pretty simple thing, sometimes it's not. But one thing that we do have going for us is that we have huge potential. Right now, if you look up sustainable wines, the first thing that comes up is California Sustainable Wine Alliance. All the way out in California, 3,000 miles away. And then if you keep on going down, the most you get are about blogs, tree hugger blogs, top 10 most sustainable wines. And then towards the end, you get to Santa Barbara wine tours and wine tasting. And if this is all we have to compete against right now in the Charlottesville area, I think we're going to be kind of okay in the Mid-Atlantic region, the target region of our customers. So how do we do it though? Since we're going to be using Wix, Wix is a very flash-intensive site. Most flash sites turn text into images. Whenever that happens, the search engines and the web bots cannot determine what you're actually saying. So we have to use a lot of tags. And we might even have to go as far as saying we're going to use hidden tags, which is kind of against Google's rules, but if used in good taste, like we hope we will be able to do, we'll be fine and be able to move ourselves up while still being hindered by pictures and flash. And one of the most exciting things we're going to try to do is create a sister site. And this sister site is going to be something more than just, winesabout.us.com. It's going to be the Virginia Sustainable Wine Association to try to mimic the California Sustainable Wine Alliance. It's going to create the standards for this Mid-Atlantic region for our wine and sustainable wine growing techniques. We're going to make the Virginia blog. We're going to make other wineries want to come on to the site and talk about how they're doing, how Barboursville is doing, how all the other wineries in this area. And we're also going to have links, and more links. And so how it will work, the linking. We're all going to have our inheritance wines. We're going to try to partner with the California Sustainable Wine Alliance, make a sister site, and also go to those blogs that we saw at the first 2 or 3 a minute ago on the search engine sites to see if we can get on there instead of being the top 10 in California, being one of the top 5 in the Mid-Atlantic region. And Twitter. The first thing you think about wine is that it's a very long process. So as of the moment, we don't see much potential in our use of Twitter. We can't really say, the vines grew maybe about an inch today. Pretty much all of our blogging and all of our articles will be done through our blogging site, through the sister site, and through our site as well. And with that, we'll go on to blogging.
Okay, so one of the great things about blogging is it's accessible, it's personable, and it generates dialogue with and between your potential consumers. So these are some of the ways that we think that it's going to benefit us in particular. So for the content, we're going to have 2 types of posts that we're aiming for on this sort of way. So we're going to have weekly sustainability posts that are just about sustainability in general, to show our knowledge about our product, to give us credibility, and to generate some more traffic on the site, and draw a larger audience. And then also, every 2 weeks, we are going to try to have recipe posts that we're going to pair with videos, which I'll talk about in a minute. These recipe posts are going to be so we can incorporate our product with the idea of sustainability. What we're going to try to do is contact local restaurants who are into buying locally and organic food and the idea of sustainability, and try to invite guests, chefs, or maybe just local growers, and have them come on and be featured in our video. And we're going to pair it with our wine or use our wine in the actual recipe. So going on about the videos. This is a great way to, so like I said, we're going to collaborate with the local chefs and the farms to make short cooking videos. And like this picture, you can actually use the wine or compare it with the wine. And this is a great way to establish connections with local growers and local restaurants. It's a way to get our name out. It's a great mutual relationship. We can kind of advertise their restaurant or their farm, their product, and they can kind of sponsor us. So this is one of the, here's an example of a local Charlottesville restaurant that's into sustainability. This one's called Feast. You could try to come in contact with them. Local organic products. These are actually from Charlottesville, these two sold. And we can go to Charlottesville markets. There's also a supermarket, and try to talk with the local people who are selling their products. also Integral Yoga and Natural Foods. We can talk and ask them where they get their locally grown things. Just kind of build relationships with the neighborhood. Same with the city market. There's people selling everything. Same idea. And also even through Whole Foods, they have a page of their locally grown people, and you can establish a relationship with Whole Foods itself and with the people that live there.
Okay, and then we're also going to create a Facebook page in order to further facilitate customer interaction and feedback. Some of the more specific elements of our Facebook page will include the integration of blog posts, so that people who prefer to use Facebook all the time will have a one-stop location to receive all the updates and latest scoops about Inheritance Wine. Additionally, we're going to post photos of the winery and the staff in order to give the Facebook page a more authentic and personable feel. Additionally, we're going to post the pictures of our wines and encourage the users to tag their favorites, and even hold photo contests of foods that go great with wines, and the winners, probably staff picks, will be rewarded with either t-shirts or bottles of wine from Inheritance Wine. Also, we're going to create an open discussion forum for people to share their feedback and experiences about Inheritance Wine, and have an unmoderated section where direct customer-to-customer interaction is allowed without our interference. Additionally, further touching back on what Brian mentioned about the solar panels, we found out in further research that the federal government actually allows for a tax break towards 30% of the cost of renewable green energy resources, and there's also an option to receive that grant in cash from the Treasury Department, and that's what we're going to opt to do in order to increase our cash flows and hopefully distribute further out and increase our reach. Thank you very much.
So concluding all of this, talking about what our consumers want. They want proof that we care about sustainability and ease of use. Through e-commerce and our smooth flowing website, we provide that ease of use, and the blogs and our establishment of the Virginia Sustainable Wine Alliance provides all that proof that we really do care about the sustainability movement.